Captain Kambosos'
on
Sparrow.
my journey to get to the top, and that's what I did. So many times, I fought for free. I lost money.
Actually feeling rather good about this. I think we've all arrived at a very special place, eh? Oh. Spiritually, ecumenically, grammatically.
It is the fight week for Kambosos and Devin Haney. I want to ask you a question. His daddy had an interview maybe a couple of days ago or yesterday, and he was saying that he had suggested that he would maybe be able to do a virtual training in the fight in the corner, and that he felt like that technology and the way things have changed in the world, that he didn't think it was far-fetched for them to maybe approve that he could be. I want to ask you, for the future of boxing in situations like that, do you think that is an advantage of a trainer being able to virtually be in the corner on a TV screen telling his boxer what to do as saying being in the actual round? You think that would give him an advantage or disadvantage?
I honestly don't think it matters, bro. I think it's different. It's different when your trainer's in your face and get your attention. There's going to be a lot of noise in that audience. It's going to be a loud crowd. To have a TV screen in front of you, it's not going to draw your attention. You can stare at the TV, that how me and you doing on a video right now. It's how can I say this? It's going to be hard to focus on that screen while dealing with all the noise around you, while looking across the ring and seeing the opponent you fight. If you are behind on the scorecards or getting beat up bad, you pretty much have to look at the opponent across the other side and then listen to your trainer on the screen. In my opinion, it's a disadvantage. I think your trainer being there in the breath, being able to put the rag on your head, being able to grab your head if you need to, being able to get your attention away from the crowd and from everybody is paramount. That's why I think, I'm not gonna say it's corruption. I'm not gonna go that far because the guy it is a visa issue. It's not like a boxing issue that can prevent him from going over there. Bill Haney has a past, like most of us have a past. Pretty much a lot of people who grew up in the 90s, if you come from an era that we come from, you did some of those similar things. It's sad that now, 20 years later, that it's affected him from going to be with his son, and it's probably his biggest fight of his career so far. But in my opinion, I think he needs that Zab. What's that dude's dad name? I forgot his name. That's who's in his corner. Yoel. Just let him do the job, man. You name him as your god. He's pretty much the godfather's dad of your son. So let him. I'm pretty sure it's a familiar voice to him. He know his voice. I'm pretty sure it's close enough to his family where you know his voice. If I'm Bill Haney, man, I know it's hard to see your son do it, and you can't do anything. But in my opinion, just let Judah do his thing, man. Let him train your son, because I think that the TV screen gonna be more of a distraction. It'd be more of a distraction than an actual help, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's more of a distraction. The only thing I would say that it has a slight advantage on is if he at home and he's kind of watching the fight, he can tell his son by what the announcer's saying if he losing or not, kind of. You know, you seeing it different from the actual fight.
Different angles.
And actually seeing it on TV. So
yeah,
be able to say, hey man, I'm watching on TV, you down a couple rounds. Whether it's in the middle of a fight in the corner, you may not be able to catch that. So other than that, I think, like you said, it's a big distraction. Being able to listen from Judah to trying to look at the TV screen, trying to hear what he's saying, trying to go back to Judah. And I think it's too much of a distraction. So yeah, I don't think that was a good idea.
That's a good point you made, though. You might switch my opinion a tiny bit, because that is a good point you just made. It looks a lot different on TV than it does when you watch a live fight. If you've never been to a live fight before, I recommend you do it. You hear the shots better. It's a different experience. But you don't hear no announcers. There's no announcers you hear. All you hear is the crowd, and you hear possibly some of the punches. It's literally all you hear, you in the crowd. So you his dad, you watching it from how we watch it. You watching it on the TV. Like you said, you hear the announcers talking. You see all angles. You pretty much are in the ring. That's like the trainer's dream, because you, as a trainer, you watching it from the corner. You only got one view. Yeah, like you said, you had a clear view of every shot being thrown. So you see what the opponent is trying to do a lot better than you would if you were sitting in the corner. So now you might sway my opinion a little bit, just a little bit, because now you actually can say, yo, I see what he's doing. You can see it better because you pretty much in the ring. Yo, I can see when he dropped that right foot. He trying to jab you. You know what I'm saying? Throw little boxing tips out there like, yo, I see him about to throw that hook every time he dip his head. Things you can't see if you're in the corner. Like, so yeah, you kind of got a point right there, man. You sway my opinion a little bit.
And he did say that he would give the same it's the same setup to Kambosos corner. So, and I guess I'm thinking if he had a 2 trainers, one could be actual on the tablet or whatever way they would set it up while his main trainer in the ring. So it would be the same advantage both ways, I guess. He was kind of suggesting they both can do it, because he almost was saying at first, take both trainers out the corner and let's both do virtual and do it. So y'all both would have had the same advantages and disadvantages. So it was kind of neat and interesting. You know, it came in my head though. Could that be kind of the future maybe? But yeah, I prefer old school.
Well, there you have it, man. This is your favorite channel, man. CTB. This is Chan Tuck Boxing. I'm your boy Jay Slay. Say peace to him, man.
All right, everybody. Remember, please, to like so you can know, so other people can see the video. Comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, man. We got plenty of stuff we bringing for y'all, man. We appreciate the new subscribers we have got and all the views we got, and that we're growing. But we got a whole lot of ideas, a whole lot of stuff we want to bring to you as our community gets bigger. So please continue to tell other people about it, man, so we can continue to grow. You know why? Because we love boxing and you love boxing. But most of all, God, peace, and love, and we out of here. Take care.
He's gonna be looking for you. Oh, yeah, you watch.
I'm scared.
Don't worry, you got a handle with me on
shaking.
Sunday.
I'm shaking.
That's